Welcome back to USA Coin. Today, we're diving into the top 4 most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies and the fascinating history behind these iconic coins. If you're a collector or just curious about these treasures, stay tuned because you might have a fortune hiding in your pocket change. First up, the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny is one of the most common pennies from the World War II era. In 1944, the U.S. Mint resumed using copper and zinc for penny production after the 1943 steel cents experiment. Over 2.1 billion pennies were struck that year across 3 mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Despite its high mintage, certain varieties and errors make some 1944 pennies highly sought after by collectors. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1944 wheat penny is its transition from steel back to copper. In 1943, the U.S. Mint produced pennies using steel coated with zinc to conserve copper for the war effort. However, in 1944, the Mint switched back to using recycled shell casings, giving the pennies their characteristic copper-bronze appearance. This change makes the 1944 penny a symbol of wartime resilience and adaptation. While most 1944 pennies are common and worth only a few cents in circulated condition, rare errors and varieties can significantly increase their value. Here are a few notable examples. 1944 steel wheat penny. A rare error occurred when a few leftover steel planchettes from 1943 were mistakenly struck in 1944. These pennies are exceptionally valuable, with some examples selling for $75,000 or more in top condition. 1944 D over S mint mark. This variety features a Denver mint mark stamped over a San Francisco mint mark. It's a fascinating error for collectors and can be worth hundreds of dollars, depending on its condition. Double die variety. Some 1944 pennies display a doubling of the design elements, such as the date or lettering. These double die errors are rare and can fetch a premium among collectors. High-grade examples. Even regular 1944 pennies can be valuable in uncirculated or high-grade condition. A perfectly preserved penny with its original luster could be worth $10 to $50 or more. To determine the value of a 1944 wheat penny, consider its mint mark, condition, and whether it has any errors or unique varieties. Coins graded by a professional service and certified as authentic often command higher prices in the collector's market. Next up, the 1935 D Lincoln wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark below the date. With a total mintage of 47,000 coins, it's not a particularly rare penny, but its value depends heavily on its condition and any unique features it may have. In bad or heavily circulated condition, this penny is typically worth around 5 to 20 cents. However, higher grades or rare varieties can fetch more. This coin is part of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays 2 wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design symbolizes strength and prosperity, making it an iconic piece of American coinage. For collectors, the main factors influencing the value of a 1935 D wheat penny include condition. In poor condition, the coin holds mostly sentimental or historical value. However, even a small improvement in condition can increase its worth. Coins graded as fine or better can range from $1 to $5, while those in mint state condition can be worth $20 or more. Mint errors. Error coins are always a highlight for collectors. Look out for double die varieties, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, RPMs. While these errors are rare, they can make a 1935 D penny significantly more valuable, sometimes fetching hundreds of dollars. Historical context. Coins from the 1930s carry the legacy of the Great Depression, adding a layer of historical interest. Even a heavily worn penny tells a story of the economic struggles and resilience of that era. If you found a 1935 D wheat penny in bad condition, don't discard it. It may not make you rich, but it's a piece of history worth keeping. Check for any unique features and consider having it evaluated by a coin expert or grading service for a more accurate valuation. Next up, the 1924 Lincoln wheat penny was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark. The mintages were 75,178,000 coins from Philadelphia, 2,520,000 coins from Denver, and 11,696,000 coins from San Francisco. While the Philadelphia penny is common and easily found, the Denver and San Francisco pennies are far scarcer, particularly the 1924D. Low mintages and circulation wear have made the 1924D a highly sought-after piece in the wheat penny series. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln wheat penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America on the reverse. This design was in circulation from 1909 to 1958 and remains a favorite among collectors. The condition of a 1924 wheat penny plays a significant role in its value. Common, heavily circulated coins may only be worth a few cents to a few dollars. However, uncirculated examples or those in high grades can fetch significantly more. The 1924 Philadelphia penny is worth 5 cents to $10 in circulated condition and $25 or more in mint state. The 1924D ranges from $10 to $50 in circulated condition and $100 to over $1,000 in mint state. The 1924S is valued at $1 to $10 in circulated condition and $50 or more in mint state. Error coins are highly prized by collectors. Look for double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, RPMs. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value, sometimes into the hundreds or thousands of dollars. The 1920s were a time of economic growth and change in the United States. Coins from this era reflect a post-World War I society, adding historical significance to their collectible value. The lower mintage of the 1924D and 1924S pennies makes them desirable as survivors from this dynamic time. If you found a 1924 wheat penny, take a close look at its mint mark and condition. Use a magnifying glass to check for any signs of errors or unique features. To get an accurate valuation, consider having it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. Even if your 1924 wheat penny isn't a rare variety, it's still a fascinating piece of American history. Next up, the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny was minted in San Francisco, as indicated by the S mint mark below the date. Following World War II, the U.S. Mint resumed using the traditional bronze alloy of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin for pennies, as opposed to the steel composition used in 1943. This return to copper reflected the country's recovery and transition to peacetime production. A total of 998,100,000 1946 wheat pennies were struck, making it a common coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln wheat penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America on the reverse. This iconic design remained in use from 1909 to 1958 and is beloved by collectors. The condition of a 1946 wheat penny significantly affects its value. In heavily circulated condition, it's typically worth around 5 to 10 cents. In higher grades, such as extremely fine or about uncirculated, its value can range from 25 cents to $2. Uncirculated examples with a brilliant shine may be worth $5 to $10, while coins in top mint state condition can fetch $20 or more, especially if graded by a professional service. Error coins are always a highlight for collectors. Some 1946 pennies exhibit mint errors such as double dies, repunched mint marks, RPMs, or off-center strikes. These rare errors can increase a coin's value, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars depending on the type and prominence of the error. The 1946 Lincoln wheat penny is a symbol of America's post-war optimism and resilience. While it's not a rare coin, its historical context and design make it a meaningful addition to any collection. If you found one, take a close look for errors or unique features and consider having it graded to determine its precise value. And that's everything you need to know about the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny.